Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to the next episode of the TekTopia Survival Guide Season 2 here on the TekTopia Town server. And as always, guys, all the information you need to join me on this 100% free-to-play TekTopia server is down in the description. Just click that last link, follow the directions. It's all easy. It's super easy, super convenient. And there's a Discord. Hop on Discord. Chat me up. It's great. It's fantastic. Anyway, I digress. Ooh. Yeah, we're back. We're back in our village. Or back in the pyramid, however you want to call it. I call it everything. I interchange those words. Village, pyramid, village, base, all the same thing. All the same thing. But today we are going to be working on expanding our village population ever so much more, by adding in a third level. So, level 1, lots of villagers, completely full. Level 2, even more villagers, completely full. So we're at 218 right now. I've done a bit of prep work, but since the last episode, I've also been doing a bit of AFKing up here. Our emerald supplies have gone up a little bit. I took a lot of these, actually, to supply the casino itself, and I probably made about 8 or 9 stacks since coming back. Earlier, I actually had to go around collecting hearts because I AFK'd a little bit, and I ended up picking up 31 in one go around our village. And it's just gonna, it takes forever, and it's only getting bigger from here, which is great. It's fantastic. I love it. But today, let me show you what I've done in the meantime. So these stairs were here before. Actually, yeah, they were all here. But I've done a bit more building up here, and by my math, we are going to be able to add in 168 more villagers here on this level, which is kind of counterintuitive. As a pyramid gets taller, you lose space inside, but somehow I'm able to fit more and more structures on every level. I think down below we have like 108 total villagers. This level I want to say is 110, but up here we're going to be able to get 168. So we're going to be able to fit 4 6-bedroom homes into every corner. So there's going to be 4 of those little pods, let's call it that. And then we'll be able to fit 4 4-bedroom homes here, and that'll go in all the cardinal directions. Ooh, more hearts. And then here in the middle, I think I should be able to fit a couple of 2-bedroom homes. But what my plan is, I'm going to have lots and lots of pathways. So this area down here, it's very open. It's not going to be like that at all up here. It's going to be lots of hallways. More maze-like, always with the maze-like. So there's going to be a platform that goes around the edge that links up these staircases on each side, but it's not going to cut across through the middle. And then, yeah, this little crisscross hallway pattern here as well. But yeah, lots of building to do. I've got some shulkers set up nicely over here with all of my needs. Hopefully all of my needs. I'm a little low on spruce, so I hope that's enough for all the floors. But all of this right here is just beautiful, beautiful sandstone. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to get building, and I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Hopefully this whole first level, or this whole, like, this here is done relatively quickly. It shouldn't take me too long, but really, I have no idea what I'm doing inside yet of all these rooms. A lot of rooms to decorate, and I need to do a different pattern than what I've been doing because I think that's a little stale now. So I need to come up with some new designs, maybe try some stuff out, see what works, see what doesn't. But yeah, I'll be back in a little bit once all of this is done. Well, this place is looking pretty good, if I do say so myself, if not a bit square and boxy. But, you're never really going to be seeing this place from this height. You're going to be seeing it, from the ground level. So, no big deal. I do like the fact that it's going to, once the walls are in and everything, it's going to be very, loud noises. It's going to be very, labyrinth-like. And I'm digging that. I'm digging that, like, if you don't know where you are, you can kind of walk around in circles, or let's say you want to go that way and you end up going that way because everything looks the same. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know why. I just think it'd be cool to just wander into this place and get lost in it. It just seems like a cool idea. I have done this little mock-up specifically for the 6-bed house, and it is almost identical to what I've done in the past. I don't know what it is. This kind of design is just what's in my head, and to me it makes the most sense. Some slight variations, though, because it is a even number room. It's 10 by 10, as opposed to my other ones, which I think are 9 by 11, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it's a little bit wider and a little bit shorter. But things still seem to fit pretty nicely in here. So got this little 2-bed area with the 4-bed area. All of these smooth sandstone blocks represent where my chairs are going to go, with a table in between. We're going to do some more decorative things in here like I've done in the other home. It's just, I don't know. I wanted to try to make something different, but I just kept coming back to similar styles like this. It just makes sense. The cool thing, though, that each of these 6-bed homes and the ones on the other corners are all going to have 2 entrances in, which I think, yeah, it's some variation. It's nice, change things up a bit. I don't know what I'm doing with these 4-bedroom homes yet, though. Something like this is making the most sense to me, having like 2 separate areas, maybe like a communal area in the middle, other decorative things along the outsides and the corners, but we're not going to get to that yet. What I want to do first and foremost is get these 4 6-bed houses done. That way, when I build the rest of this place, I can be using these guys. These guys can be going to school and doing stuff, as opposed to me building it all at once and then slowly adding in more villagers, being a little bit more efficient, because efficiency is the name of the game, guys. I always say it, I always stress it. I try to make my villages as efficient as possible. So I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna get cracking on this. I'll come back, show it to you guys before we get the villagers going, and then we can move on to other things. I am concerned though that I'm not gonna have enough dyed wool. I had a little sheep farm. I think over there, is that north? Yeah, that's north. Over there at the beginning, very beginning, way long ago, where I dyed sheep and I was sharing them. But now, most of that wool is gone. It's like nearly empty. So I've got to figure that out. Maybe I'll do a temporary sheep farm and just start dyeing them and doing the same thing over again. But yeah, I'll be back shortly. I'll show you guys all this, and then we'll just keep on, progressing with level 3, which is feeling very deja vu-esque of level 2. But that's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do about it. So I'll be back shortly. Show you guys all this stuff. And in no time at all, I have finished up our first 4 6-bed homes. That is really, really hard to say. It's numbers. I don't know what it is. I've also placed down all the beds that we're gonna have up here, and it looks kind of strange without anything else in there. Uh, Interesting is probably the best word. I don't know. One thing I don't think I described was I don't think I'm gonna use this space down here for some bedrooms. I have other plans for that that might deal with all this other extra space up top here. But yeah, future. That's future plans. Maybe next episode, maybe the following. I don't know. I have to just kind of math a lot of things out and see how big of a thing I can make up here. Yeah, let's go with that. But yeah, let me show you guys this. The only thing left to do is to actually put the roof on, but I'd like to see it from above and show you guys just the space and everything. But yeah, everything's looking good. I went with birch this time. I think I did spruce on the ground floor, oak on the top or on the second floor, and then now I'm going with birch as like the accent wooden block in here. It looks okay. It looks a little funky against the smooth sandstone, but we're gonna go with it. And we standard birch doors like everything else. And it's the same thing over here, just kind of flipped and flipped again and flipped again. It's really, really kind of a cool pattern that ends up happening. You can see it a lot better in here without the walls. I am going to run into a problem, though. I am severely low on spruce. I did go out a little bit before I started recording, and I got, I think, 18 stacks, and that's what's left, plus all of these slabs that I have in my inventory. So I can do one of two things. I can either go out into the wilds and destroy a spruce forest, or I can just steal it from my villagers. Cause yeah, why not? We have quite a bit of it. All 3 of these are full, and then we've got double chest and a half of excess, plus all the other spruce that I have in the chest for our shop up here, which is not quite full, but it's pretty good. That's another double chest and a half. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna steal it because it's mine. You guys don't need it, right? You're good? Yeah, you're good. You're fine. So let me finish up this last room. Not last room, but first 4 rooms. Yeah, that makes sense. I think what I'm gonna do though is instead of kind of working my way around the room and doing the 4 bedrooms next, I think I'm gonna work into these corners because I've got the design already done for this. Might as well just kind of drive on and get these other 3 done. So I'm gonna put the roof on, get some kids going, and then I'm gonna just crack on and getting these other things done. And I'll be back in a couple hours. A couple more hours have gone by, guys, and I've done quite a bit up here. I've got the other, 3 kind of corner home pieces all in place, so we can fit many, many more villagers up here. That's 16 per module. Oh, no, 24 per module. That's a lot of villagers. But I did screw up. So I put down hearts, what I thought was enough for 3 of these 6-bed houses, but it turns out I only put down 16 instead of 18. I'm so used to making 16 children at a time because that's what our old school could support that I just grabbed 16, and yeah, so I have to add 2 more in over there. I have all the tokens for these nitwits, and they're all gonna be druids, and I don't even care. Not even gonna look. You're a druid. You over here. Come back. You're a druid, and you're a druid. Where's the other one? I know I saw another one. Ah, there you are. Haha, you can't escape me. Um, but I'm gonna finish that up off camera. What I want to talk about next is what we're gonna do. Is I'm gonna take a break from finishing up these ones because we've got so much space to add in more villagers. I want to do some cosmetic things that are just kind of bothering me a bit. So first and foremost is taking care of this, cleaning up this transition between the second and third floor, just because like that's a half block gap, and that is just weird. I don't get it. Other thing is I talked about it a while ago in dealing with these balconies outside. I wanted to hook it up to this upper level, but it is a one block difference. So I'm gonna find a way to make this a little pretty. That way our villagers can come from the inside outside and be up here. Oh, no. But no, I don't have any blocks on me. But it's not gonna be functional at all. And I think it'd just be really cool to be able to fly into the pyramid and land on the third level if I ever so chose. The other thing I want to do, and this is gonna be something that is gonna help me out at a later date, is to kind of polish up these rooms inside here. I did it on the opposite side over there by the ocean, to where I kind of took smooth stone and smoothed out all the walls inside here. And ooh, hi. Can I get up there? I lost another block. Dang it. To where I smoothed everything out, and these can easily be four-bedroom homes. But what I was just thinking right before I started recording is I can kind of tear out this whole wall now here and push it back to this level, and I can probably fit some six-bed homes up here. Maybe even make this entire space a barracks, and maybe we have, four more barracks on this level of our pyramid. That would give us 40 more guards, which by my count is going to easily push us over that 400 mark based off of all the bedrooms we have available up here now. And then if we made those barracks too, that's just oh so much better, oh so much better. So I'm gonna find all these dudes before the server resets in 15 minutes, because otherwise they're probably gonna switch beds, and that's gonna make my life very, very annoying to try to track all these dudes down, because chances are they're all gonna end up on the ground floor. So I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna do what I talked about, and I'll be back and I'll show you some stuff and things. Oh, we're probably gonna grow, I don't know, 16, 18 more children while we're at it. So I've gone ahead and I've smoothed everything out in these last four rooms that are above our, grand entrance ways out here, which, man, I really love this build. It's nice. I've, done all this in the other three sides. And I'm definitely turning these into barracks. It's a ton of space. It's 360, exactly 360 floor tiles in each one of these things. So what I intend to do is just put a door right here, barracks right there, and it should work fine. It shouldn't have any issues with this hole essentially in the wall of what will be the barracks. And I think I'm even throw up a couple guard posts up here just to add to the aesthetic appeal of having a barracks up here. I think it'll look cool. Other thing, I did do these 8 kind of upper level access points up here too. Maybe a couple more guard posts up here. I don't think I really have any set up anywhere but the mines right now. So I think spreading out this new ridiculous guard force we're going to do in the future will be great. I didn't decorate these though because I still haven't decorated this exterior bit, and I didn't want to do something here just to tear it down again once I actually decorate this whole thing. I have gone ahead and I have made those other 18 nitwits in the professions various things though. I was just trying to see. So I actually did increase the amount of chefs I had by a couple, more blacksmiths, because I think sometimes when I'm doing my little trick hiding items down in chests underneath, I don't get too many things, and it would be nice just to be able to make a few more things, have a few more blacksmiths actually hard at work. But before I wrap up this episode, there's one last thing I want to do, and that involves food, specifically from our ranchers. So our pork supplies and our steak supplies have been kind of dropping slowly. It's almost kind of at an equilibrium, but it isn't quite there. So I want to try to expand our animal pens just a little bit. This is because our village is growing. We're at 254, and I think we're at the point where these just aren't big enough. So I did add in more ranchers. I added in more butchers just to try to keep this population cold. Let's call it that. Yeah, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push that wall back by about 3 blocks. It should increase this nicely. I should be able to fit a couple more animals into each one of these, especially chickens. We might even start to see chickens in storage again, because we never see it up there. So really, it's these two guys right here that are our main food supply. Why is there a chicken in there? Is that where all? So I've had this problem. I keep finding non-villager eggs in my storage, and they just keep building up. And I'm fine with it because I use it to make pumpkin pie. It's great. But I think it's because of this dude. I'm sorry, guy. You've been the bane of my existence for so long. Like, I don't think you guys understand. I have been racking my brain trying to figure out where these eggs have been coming from, and it was that dude right there. Hey, Rancher. So yeah, I'm gonna expand this back. I'm gonna probably AFK for about an hour and a half to 2 hours just to watch our meat supply, see what happens. Hopefully they go up, and it'll be great. If they start going down even more, I'm probably gonna revert back to what it currently is. I hate ranchers. I hate balancing the animal aspect of this game. It's probably one of the hardest things. It definitely, in my opinion, one of the hardest things to do. So I'm gonna do this. I'll be back in a couple hours. And I'll hopefully have tons of meats, or at least not less meats. I don't know. I'm just talking now. So I'll be back in a bit, guys. Now it may not look it, but I absolutely expanded these animal pens. It's only 3 blocks bigger towards that back wall. But yeah, I did AFK here longer than I expected to. I was only planning on doing it for an hour and a half or 2 hours, but it ended up being 4, and I'll show you why. So I just kind of stood at the top of my village and AFK'd for an hour and a half, and I came back and we were actually below where we started, so that concerned me. But I had a feeling it was due to the animal bigger pen means I need to have a bigger population before butchers come and start harvesting their bits. But now that it's been a little bit longer, we're actually above where I started when we AFK'd. And even this one's almost a full stack above. So I figured it depreciated down a bit and then regained itself. But yeah, that's good. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I realized that with, bigger village population, I need more food, so doing that absolutely worked. I might add a few more ranchers in the future. I wasn't really planning on adding the 2 I added, but I think it'll help later on. But next time, guys, we're going to be back at the pyramid working inside here. So I know I've alluded to it. I've explicitly stated I have plans for this top portion of the pyramid, and we're going to get to that, and it's going to involve lots and lots of things. A lot of gathering of things, specifically one resource that is a real big pain to gather, but I'm not gonna, spoil anything. It's just gonna help me out a lot. It's gonna involve these guys right here in my hand, some golden carrots, because I need more of them. But we'll get to that later. I hope you guys liked today's episode. I enjoyed doing it because we were back at our village, and it was a nice, relaxing episode for me, honestly. That casino took a ton out of me, and this was easy. It was fun. So until next time, you guys have a good one.